Is your bank account screaming in terror every time you hear the word recession? Well, for some people, a recession is just a fancy word for a shopping spree, while the rest of us are tightening our belts and debating if artisanal coffee is a justifiable expense. The folks at Gucci are popping champagne and counting stacks of cash. It makes you wonder, does a global economic downturn just completely miss the memo when it passes by the luxury district? It seems recessions are for us mere mortals, not for those who consider a $5,000 handbag a casual Tuesday purchase. So, what is this sorcery? How do these temples of high fashion not only survive but actually get richer when everyone else is cutting back? The answer is surprisingly simple and a little bit infuriating. It is called the Veblen effect. Stick with me here. Back in the day, an economist named Thorstein Veblen noticed something peculiar about the super rich. For them, the higher the price of an item, the more they wanted it. Yes, you heard that right. It is the complete opposite of how normal people shop. We see a 50% off sign and our hearts sing. They see a price tag that could double as a down payment on a house, and they think, I must have it. This is not just about showing off, it is about signaling status. A Gucci belt is not just holding up a pair of pants, it is holding up a social standing. It screams, the economy may be tanking, but my portfolio is doing just fine, thank you very much. During a recession, this desire for status signaling actually intensifies. When uncertainty is high, the rich double down on assets that hold their value and, more importantly, broadcast their stability. A flashy watch or a designer bag becomes a wearable certificate of financial immunity. It is a form of psychological armor. Is it not fascinating? While we are stress baking banana bread, they are stress shopping for Birkins. But wait, there is more to this gilded mystery. It is not just the ultra-rich keeping these brands afloat. You see, luxury brands are masters of a little something called aspirational marketing. They do not just sell products, they sell a dream. The dream of a life where your biggest problem is which European capital to summer in. And during tough times, who does not want to escape into a fantasy? People who might be considered upper middle class, the ones who are not quite private jet rich but are doing comfortably well, also play a huge role. For them, a luxury purchase becomes an act of defiance. It is a way of saying, this recession will not define me. I still have control. It is a little treat, a reward for navigating a stressful world. They might not be buying the entire collection, but one carefully chosen piece of luxury can feel like a personal victory, a tangible piece of the dream. So, are these brands just preying on our deepest insecurities and desires? Maybe. Are they brilliant at it? Absolutely. Now, let us talk about the products themselves. You might think, it is just a leather bag, how can it cost so much? Well, it is about perceived value and exclusivity. Luxury brands are geniuses at creating scarcity, even when it is artificial. They use limited editions, exclusive collaborations, and wait lists. This is not just a sales tactic, it is a psychological game. The harder something is to get, the more we convince ourselves it must be worth it. It triggers a primal fear of missing out. You are not just buying a bag, you are gaining entry into an exclusive club. And in a world where everything is available with a single click, that feeling of exclusivity is the ultimate luxury. They control the supply so tightly that the demand stays perpetually high, regardless of what the stock market is doing. It is the oldest trick in the book, and boy, does it work. Have you ever found yourself wanting something more just because you were told you could not have it? Welcome to the psychology of luxury. Another key piece of the puzzle is their global customer base. While the economy in, say, North America might be taking a hit, a new wave of millionaires and billionaires could be emerging in Asia or the Middle East. Luxury is a global game. These brands are not dependent on a single market. They have diversified their customer portfolio, much like a savvy investor diversifies their stocks. So, a recession in one part of the world is just a small dip in their massive, ocean-sized pool of revenue. They can simply shift their marketing focus to wherever the money is flowing. It is a beautifully simple and effective strategy. They follow the money, and right now, new money is being created all over the globe. And what does new money love to do? Announce its arrival with very, very expensive logos. And here is the final, most deliciously ironic part of it all. What do these companies do with all that money they make during a recession? They get even stronger. While smaller, less capitalized companies are struggling or going under, Gucci and its friends are flush with cash. This allows them to buy up prime real estate for their stores at a discount. They can acquire smaller, struggling brands to expand their empire. They can invest heavily in marketing to capture even more market share when their competitors are cutting back. So, a recession actually acts as a filter, wiping out the weaker competition and allowing the giants of luxury to emerge from the economic rubble more powerful and more dominant than ever before. It is a cycle. The rich get richer, and the brands they love get richer right alongside them. So, the next time you see headlines about economic doom and gloom, just remember, it is a different world on Rodeo Drive. For luxury brands, a recession is not a crisis, it is an opportunity to reinforce their exclusivity, to sell dreams to the stressed-out masses, and to consolidate their power for the next boom cycle. It is a ruthless, brilliant, and incredibly effective business model that has proven time and again to be completely recession-proof. It really makes you think, does it not? Maybe we have been looking at the economy all wrong. Thank you so much for hanging out and diving into the wild world of luxury economics with me. If you enjoyed this and want to unravel more of the mysteries of how our world works, do not forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments what you think. Would you ever make a luxury purchase during a downturn? See you in the next video.